Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we will see how to connect with our SQL Server database. I am already installed SQL Server Management Studio. If you are not able to, you in your system it is not installed, then you can directly download it from the website. I will show you. Open the Internet Explorer and type google.com. In Google, we will simply write SQL Server Management Studio download, and we simply click on the first link and download SQL Server Management Studio 22 installer here. Then we simply go next button. Then we are able to install that SQL Server Management Studio in our system. This is the tool by which we can access our SQL Server databases, Azure SQL databases, Azure SQL Managed databases. So it is the free tool provided by SQL or Microsoft for accessing, configure, manage, administrator, and develop all the component of database engine. It is also mentioned here. If you can say, I can also show you. I click on that download button. You can see it is simply going to download here. I already installed the SQL Server, so you need to simply double click on this or open this file. In my case, I already installed. It is going on Visual Studio installer. Press continue button. It said that it is getting installed. Visual Studio installer ready. It is around 50 MB size, so it is taking time. Now you can see it is installing. Now our Visual Studio installer is installed. You can see it is already installed, so it is giving me update options. So I'm going to close it. I am not going to update it. You can also launch from here. So I am going to open the SQL Server Management Studio from here. I'm going to close that Visual Studio. You can simply next install, and it is very easy to install. Now I will show you how to connect with our database engine. I am simply going to press connect. This is I need to provide server name here. The server name is my host machine on which I am working. So it is localhost, or I can simply for localhost I can also use dot here. Window authentication I am using default database, whatever is connected with my default database parameter set for this user, it will automatically connect to that. I'm going to connect. This is the one way by which I am using window authentication. Another way is essay. In this essay use, I have to mention server name here. I have to choose window authentication or SQL Server authentication and choose username essay. Essay is the super administrator for the SQL Server. So you have to type password here for that database and simply press connect. Then it will automatically connect it. I don't remember the password of my essay, so I am not going to connect it. You can see all our databases are listed here. These are the system databases. In this, we don't have any user database. So I am creating one to show you where it is listed. I am keeping it name as test server, test database. It will create basically two files. One is primary files and one is log files. This is the location of the where this location of the data files where it's stored our data. You can see test. Its name is test, so it's test and it's test underscore log file. It contain logs like transaction logs, insert, update, delete operations. It will contain data. It is basically MDF file, and second one is save as an extension of LDF file. This is the location. I can also show you. This is right now. You can see this is the our database files are present for our master database, model database, temporary database. Now I'm going to create the test database here. Now I'm going to refresh that. You can see two more files are added in this for the test database, test or test.log. The extension of our data file is MDF and extension of our log file is LDF. In this way, the database is created. This is our test database. You can see this is our user created database. These all are our system databases. From this, we can handle our security. We can add any users, new users, which can access to the database, new login details, which we use. This is our essay. Now we will going to change the password of essay user. Now I know my essay user. I will show you how to connect with essay user now. Localhost. I am choosing SQL Server authentication here. Then I am giving username essay and password LAKS. Now I'm going to connect. You can see now I am connecting with essay user. In this way, you can connect with essay user if you know the password of your SQL Server. You can connect remotely also with essay user. You can see this is our test user which we created. In this also we have seen security and we have users here. You can also add any manual user here also, and roles are managed in this and schema in this. In this way, you can access the SQL Server database through SQL Server Management Studio. You can create your table system. I clicked on memory organized table. So you can click here also. And I show you how to create the table. In this way, you can add the columns here. I am giving ID, choosing data type and care. Now I am pressing Ctrl plus S and giving the table as name. You can see my table is created. It has ID column here. In this way, you can access the SQL Server database using SQL Server Management Studio. Thank you guys. If you like this video, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.